minus. So this is your ideally, okay, or theoretically. And when we say the practically is here, the practically your, so this is your theoretical and this is your experiment, practically. So in ideal situation, so we never achieve the rectangle window. So this is your rectangular transfer function or rectangular pulse. So remember, so when you have a rectangular transfer function, so if you take the Fourier inverse of this rectangular transfer function, so that will give you, so okay, 1 second. Okay, so when you take the Fourier inverse of or inverse Fourier transform, so you will get the HT, the time domain transfer function. Okay, and all of you know the Fourier transform of Fourier inverse of rectangular pulse signal or pulse. Okay, so that will give you the sync function. Okay, sync signal. Okay, actually sync signal. So what is the low pass filter is doing here? The low pass filter is doing, it has the rectangular your transfer function. So it is giving the sync pulse. But you see, you are giving the pulse, not single pulse. You are giving the carrier is repetitively so many pulses. So what will you have at the output? You at the output you have the summation of sync pulses. Okay. So at the output, you have, this is infinite to infinite, and you say this is your message and TS, and this is your sync function, or this is, you say this is again TS. I don't know exactly the this or this function. So what is giving here? So you can see this is a sync function, and each sync function, it is varying from minus infinite to plus infinite. So when you have, and all of you know the sync function, you can easily, you can plot the sync function is, oh, uh, so the sync function is like this. So like this. So this is, you can define the sync function. This is the maximum amplitude at the 0, and then it is decreasing in nature. So when you have repeated pulses, and repeated pulses give you this reconstruction formula. So this reconstruction formula has so many sync pulses, and the amplitude of sync function or sync pulse is changing with the number of n. So what you have, suppose you have one pulse is here, okay, another pulse is here, another is here, and then another is here. So what will you have? So you can see this pulse actually is giving one sync pulse, uh, like this.
सर एक बार फिर से समझाना.
हाँ, दक्ष मैं बताता हूँ. So see, actually, if you see, so each rectangular pulse, when you take the inverse Fourier transform, so that will give you the sync signal, sync function. Okay, so this is simply the inverse Fourier transform of the rectangle pulse that will give you the sync. सभी ने आपको आप लोगों ने लास्ट सेमेस्टर में किया था जब मैंने फोरियर ट्रांसफॉर्म किया, आप लोगों ने करके भी दिया था, असाइनमेंट भी किया था, तो आई होप सो सभी को याद होगा. तो ये sync pulse आता है. But when you say you have a number of pulses, so when you have number of pulses, so so that time when you place the low pass filter, and the low pass filter has the transfer function of rectangle pulse, and rectangle pulse give you the sync pulse. But because you are using number of pulses, these are the pulses, and you want to convert these pulses because this is your sample signal. So you can say this is your sample signal, and the sample signal is in the form of the samples. Okay, now what is our objective? Our objective is to gain or reconstruct the original signal, and we know the original signal is this
सर
of
ये
the
लो पास फिल्टर का ट्रांसफर फंक्शन का इनवर्स है क्या, सिंक फंक्शन
हाँ
वाला जो
हाँ
आपने?
सिंक फंक्शन, हाँ दक्ष, ये सिंक फंक्शन का लो पास का है, बट यहाँ पे आपका नंबर ऑफ पल्सेस सो मेनी, एक्चुअली नॉट सिंगल, तो उसके साथ आपका जो सिंक फंक्शन आएगा फॉर ईच एंड एवरी नंबर ऑफ पल्स, इट हैज different sync function. Okay, the sync function is same, but it is varying with the n. So that is why it is in the summation of from minus infinite to the infinite. And if you add the total signal, whatever the number of from minus infinite to infinite, that will give you the original signal. So I'm just explaining how you will get. So see, this is one pulse. When this pulse goes to the low pass filter, that will give you this sync pulse. Okay, are you getting? So this is the sync because of this pulse. And when you have, see, when you have this sync, this pulse, so that will give you another sync. Okay, and forget this. Actually, this is outside. Okay, now similar, you have this side, this, and this side also. The sync is like this, and that will go like this. Okay, now again you have another sync, another pulse here, so that will again give another sync function that is varying here. So what you obtain at the summation, so you just obtain the summation of this point, summation of this point of the signal, summation of this point, so that will give you the signal like this. So this is the way you can get the signal from using the low pass filter in case of using the reconstruction filter. In fact, you can, so this is the method, and this you can understand with the, actually I'm just showing that slide.
सर बस मुझे ये एक्सप्रेशन समझ नहीं आया, एक्सप्रेशन किसका है, माइनस इन्फिनिटी से प्लस इन्फिनिटी एम ऑफ एन टी?
ये तो रिकंस्ट्रक्शन का हुआ है ना,
लो
दैट्स
पास
जो मैंने
फिल्टर का, लो पास
लो
फिल्टर के ट्रांसफर फंक्शन का इनवर्स है क्या ये सर?
नहीं, वो पूरे एक्चुअली लो पास फिल्टर क्या पास कर रहा है? First tell me this question. Low pass filter is actually passing your the low frequency signals. Not low frequency signal, but all the pulses. And when you have all the pulses, so that all the pulses have their sync function. So that is the value of the sync function is varying. Okay, see, again I'm just explaining with this diagram, you can understand now. So see here, this is your the low pass filter transfer function. Okay, so this is the transfer function. LPF. Okay, so now all the pulses which you have, so these are the pulses. Okay, so these are the okay, So these are the sample signal. In fact, pulses are the sample signal because our objective is to construct the original signal from these pulses at the receiver side. So these are the pulses which are passing through this low pass filter. And when this low pass filter has this transfer function, when you take the inverse Fourier transform, that will give you this sinc function. So this is the sinc function of this low pass filter for any single pulse. But you have multiple pulses. So when you have multiple pulses, so then you have the summation. Okay. And then for this, you can see this is the single pulse. And for this single pulse, you have this sinc function. So this is the variation of the sinc function. You can follow my cursor. Okay. सभी को दिख रहा है? दक्ष?
हाँ सर,
ठीक
सर दिख रहा है।
हाँ हाँ ठीक है। एक ये सिंगल पल्स है, जब ये लो पास फिल्टर से पास होगी, सो दैट विल गिव यू दिस सिंक फंक्शन। एक हुआ, फिर नंबर ऑफ दूसरी पल्स आई, सो दूसरी पल्स जब पास हुई, इसने ये वाला सिंक दिया, दिस इज गिविंग अनदर सिंक। फिर थर्ड पल्स आई, इसने ये वाला सिंक दिया। द फोर्थ पल्स आई, उसने ये वाला सिंक दिया। फिफ्थ पल्स
सर
आया,
ये हो रहा है जब ये लो पास फिल्टर से पास कर रहे हैं उसके बाद।
हाँ बिना लो पास फिल्टर हाउ विल यू गेट द ओरिजिनल सिग्नल? So as I earlier told you, so using the low pass filter you can reconstruct the original signal. उसके लिए मैंने फिर वो फॉर्मूला भी डिस्कस किया था लास्ट क्लास में, अगर आप लोगों को याद होगा। सो यूजिंग दिस, सो यू कैन सी ये सब सिंग पल्सेस जब ऐड होंगे, तो you just add these points. This is the amplitude of this, 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 and do some curve fit. So that will give you the original message signal. Okay, this is the philosophy. This is the theory, how you can reconstruct the original signal. I hope all of you getting this. Is the pulse amplitude modulation. So all of you know the pulse amplitude modulation. What is pulse amplitude? So in case of a pulse amplitude, the amplitude of the pulse is varied with the message signal. Okay. So in case of pulse, before pulse amplitude, you have the sampling, different type of sampling: natural sampling, instantaneous sampling, or flat top sampling. So in natural sampling, whatever the top of the pulse you have, so that will remain same at the output when you obtain the pulse or sample signal. While in case of flat top, so the top of the pulse of the sample signal is your flat. Okay. In case of pulse amplitude, we just take the pulse width and just again we will just multiply with the carrier and the message signal, that will give you the pulse amplitude modulation. The next is pulse width. All of you know when the width of the pulse varied with the message signal, or in fact width of the carrier pulse vary with the modulating signal. So that is your pulse width modulator. So we will see how we can do in PSpice and MATLAB. And the pulse position. Pulse position means the position of the pulse where the pulse start. There are two positions. One is the starting edge, and is other is the when the edge of the pulse is ending. So starting edge and the ending edge. So depending on what kind of you have pulse position modulator, so you can make, like if you change the position with the starting end, so that is one kind of pulse position modulator. And if you use the ending as, so that will another kind of. The next is pulse code modulation. So in all of you know the pulse code modulation is simply, first we do the sampling, then we do the quantization. We just assign some values to the pulse you have, and then we do the encoding. Like 0 1 0 2 0, this 0 1 0, some kind of encoding. So that will give you the pulse code modulation. The next is your ASK modulator. And yeah, this is interesting. ASK is the digital modulation technique. KSK means A for amplitude, S for shift key, amplitude shift key. So in this case, the modulating signal is again the discrete form, and the carrier is also discrete form. So the carrier amplitude is vary with the message signal, and message signal is again here the pulse. So that is, we will see how the amplitude shift key we can design using PSpice or using MATLAB and Scilab. Another is frequency shift key. Frequency shift key is almost similar to the again the frequency modulation. Now here the frequency is changing of the carrier with respect to the message signal. Message is here the pulse, and then binary phase shift key. Binary phase shift means there are two uh, shift in the carrier um, signal using the binary, either use 0 or 1. So there are two uh, shifting in the carrier. So that will give you the binary. Similar, we have the QPSK, quadrature phase shift key, generally the used in the communication, quadrature phase shift key. So that we can add that also in the list. So this is the experiment list, and this is not the final list. This is tentative list. We can add more. Okay, and we will perform using the Scilab and MATLAB and PSpice. Okay, so please, my request, all of you learn MATLAB and Scilab. Okay, and whatever the code I will give you, all of you, you just run that code on your Scilab or MATLAB and see what kind of response you have. Okay, and do some parametric variation and see what will be the effect on the response or on the output of the that code which I give you. Okay, so next is I am just showing one example of the PSpice here or the Scilab. I just have one code for the Scilab and one experiment for the PSpice. So all of you, I will send you the demo version of the PSpice. So there is no need for the license. So that demo version is sufficient for all of you. You can perform any kind of experiment on that the PSpice. So I am just showing the PSpice circuit. So कोई बताएगा, सभी को दिख रहा है क्या?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Good.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So you can see here we are using two इसको op-amp, operational amplifier. Okay, this is one operational amplifier, this is second operational amplifier, and this is one transistor. Okay, and these are the biasing points, 15 plus and minus 15 voltage, so VCC. So we are giving the global variable. So if you assign here and you just write here VCC, so that voltage automatically assign here. So this means minus VCC means whatever the minus VCC is here, so that is connecting here, and the plus VCC whatever you define here, that is here. You just write that. So in fact, if you see here again, so there is no need to assign again and again. So this is global parameter. You just define somewhere in the circuit schematics, and you can write that, so that the value automatically assigned there. Okay, so this is
सर LM324 लिखने का क्या पॉइंट है? LM324 चिप
हाँ,
का नाम होता है ना मतलब?
yeah, exactly. Actually you have a different type of op-amp IC, operational amplifier IC. Like the most popular operational amplifier IC is your 741. Okay, you can see here if you search that, so you just write mu, and this is the operational amplifier. So you can see this is operational amplifier 741. और आप लोगों ने ये उस वाली बुक से भी पढ़ा होगा, कौन सी, गोंकर है या गायकवाड़, आई डोंट नो द एग्जैक्ट नेम in analog electronics. IC ma'am already taught you. So this is your 741 IC. So using this, in fact, either using this one or using this LM324, so you can design that. Okay, so these are the two operational amplifier, and all of you know the operational amplifier, the saturation voltage is plus 15 or minus 15. So we just give that, so that beyond of that will not work. Okay, so see, this is your input, and input we are giving the sine, and this is your the amplitude is 2 and frequency is 100 hertz. So we are giving the frequency 100 hertz and the amplitude of this signal is 2, and here is your the carrier wave, and the carrier wave is your pulse of rising time is 1 microsecond and falling time is 1 microsecond, and the pulse width is this. So all of you know rising time and falling time. I hope all of you understand this. सभी को समझ में पता है कि फॉलिंग टाइम और राइज टाइम क्या होता है? Okay, so if you have a pulse like this, okay, this is the pulse width. This is, we say this is your pulse width. Okay, किसी ने ज्वाइन किया क्या? No. Okay, this is pulse width, and see this is going this. So the time taken from here to here to reach, in fact you can make the more practical pulse, not ideal pulse. So this is the practical pulse. So the time taken the signal from here to reach, this is your rise time. Okay, TR, and the time taken from here to here, so that is your fallen time. क्या कहते हैं, क्या word, I don't, I exactly remember that. Okay, so this is fallen time, and this width is the pulse width, we say this. So if the rise time and the fallen time are same, like 1 microsecond, so that becomes this, the square pulse, and giving some pulse width. So in this circuit, if you see, so the fallen time and rise time is 1 microsecond and 1 microsecond, and the pulse width is 0.92 millisecond. Millisecond. Okay, and there is another term is period. So all of you know this is period. So period you can define if you have a pulse. This is one pulse, and another pulse is coming this, and another pulse is coming this. So if you see from here to here, so the pulse is actually repeating after that time. So this is your the period, one period. So using period you can find the frequency. So you can define these things. So all of you know these things when you assign these. So this is your carrier wave. Okay, so see, this is your carrier. Oh, okay, so this is your carrier wave. You are getting the carrier here, and you are giving the message signal here, and when both signal multiplied, so that will give you output here, and the output is your sampled signal. So let me see what is the output of this signal. Okay, so draw this circuit like this and do the simulation, simulate. So what will you obtain? You obtain, where is this? Okay, yeah, this is the output. So see, all of you, you can easily see this. I will change the time. So see, so this is the green one is your okay. Okay, see, the green one is your the modulating signal, message signal, which is continuous, and you are getting the pulse form. And see, it's interesting here. If you see carefully here, see, the pulse is following the message signal. So this is your natural sampling.
That's
Okay, so you can see it's a natural sampling. It's not a your flat top sampling. So you can do the sampling like this. In fact, you can change. Where is the circuit? Okay. If you do some changes here, if in fact if you change the frequency of this, let me make this around 50 hertz. Say it is 50 hertz. Okay. Now the frequency is comparatively small than that. Again, now do the simulation. Simulate it. It's very fast simulator. You can see the response within fraction of second. Okay. There is no variation. I don't know. Okay. First, I will change the frequency. Otherwise, you will not see. So just go here in the setup. And, okay. 10 millisecond. I'm just fixing this. I'm just fixing, and this is giving 1 millisecond. Okay. Now, okay. So this is for 10 millisecond. In fact, the frequency is 50 hertz. Now, let me see what will be the effect if we change the frequency to high. This is okay. So you can see the waveform this, and the pulse amplitude and pulse width is almost same, because whatever the pulse width you already given, so that is depending on this. Only the things is changing here. This. So now you can count the pulse variation. It is starting from 4 and going down here. You can count these numbers. That these number will change if you see carefully this. Okay. Because you just change. Okay, so this is one thing you can play. You can do any change and you see the effect on the output by doing this. Or in fact, see now as I just mentioned, I just saw the reconstruction formula. So after this, you just make a low pass filter. Place here low pass filter here, and all of you know the low pass filter is the combination of R and C. Just place R and C here and take the output from that. You can obtain the original signal. So this experiment automatically verify both the sampling and the reconstruction of the signal. Okay. So please install this the Scilab, this PSpice and Scilab in your system. Then I will send you the program and the circuit. You just do re-simulation or try to change some parametric and then see what will be the effect on the output. Okay. ठीक है, सभी को समझ में आ रहा है ये?
Yes, sir.
चलो अच्छा ठीक है, अब ये किसी और ने फिर ज्वाइन किया, ये कौन है? यस यादव ने। अच्छा एक और मैं चीज़ दिखाऊंगा, उसके बाद फिर हम क्लास को ख़त्म करेंगे। सो सी, सो दिस इज सिंपली द एनालॉग टू डिजिटल कन्वर्जन. So this is the code written in the Scilab. So very simple code, and if you see, this is your the continuous signal, the sine signal, and this sine signal is you can obtain, you can generate, you can plot this from -1 to +1, t from -1 to +1, and this multiplication of t with pi by 2 here. You can see here. So this is in radian. So you can plot this t and x. So if we see, if you plot the t and x, so that function gives you the sine wave. Okay. And these are the data, and this data actually is showing 0 1 0 1 0 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 and 1 1 0 1. So you can see, and by making the axis is, if you see, the x-axis is from -2 +2 -3 to 3, and the origin is in the center. And if you plot, so if you write and if you do the simulation, okay, so you have, okay, just switch off. So you have the analog waveform. So this is the waveform, and this waveform is changing from, this is analog waveform, and these are the pulses signal. And by assigning some digital code, so suppose we are just assigning 0 1 0 0 0, so that will, okay, yeah, so you can see here, so this is from 1 to 2 it is 0, 1 to 2 it is 0, and 1 to 3 it is 1, and then how many zeros next is 3 to 4 1, 4 to 5 2, 5 to 6 3, and 6 to 7 your 1 2 3 4 0. So in fact you can see this in the code. So we just giving the first 0, which is from 1 to 2, and then 2 to 3 is 1, and then how many zeros we have? 1 2 3 4, the 4 zeros. So you can verify this from here. So 1 to 2 you have 0, then 2 to 3 you have 1, and then next is we have 4 0, 1 2 3 4. So 3 to 4 1 0, 4 to 5 another 0, 5 to 6 another 0, 6 to 7 another 0. Then what next? After 4 0 we have 1. Okay, and then after that 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 0. So you can see whatever the code you are assigning that digital signal, so that you are getting here. So here you can see here it's 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 7 0. Then after that 7 0 what you have, so you can see here the continuous 2 1 1 1 1. So you can see the pulse width is twice, 15 to 16 1, 16 to 17 1, and then, so whatever the code you assign, so you first generate the pulse sample signal, and then you can assign this. So we can do experiment like this. Okay, so I will send you all of you the code of both the Scilab and the program for the MATLAB. Not program for the MATLAB, actually the circuit for the PSpice. So you all of you just install the Scilab and the PSpice, and whatever the circuit and the code I will send you, you just run that and play with the some parameters and see what will be the effect on the output. Okay.
Sir,
हाँ अभिषेक बोलो.
sir, can I use this on MATLAB?
आपकी आवाज थोड़ा ब्रेक होकर आ रही बच्चे.
सर क्या मैं इसे MATLAB पे से कर सकते हैं मतलब से चीज?
हाँ बच्चे देखो, मैं मना नहीं कर रहा हूँ, यू कैन डू ऑन MATLAB, बट वी डोंट हैव द परचेज लाइसेंस राइट नाउ. सो
सर एक महीने का फ्री सब्सक्रिप्शन जो मिलता है,
या यू कैन डू दैट. या अभिषेक यू कैन डू दैट. सो अगर आप MATLAB पे भी करोगे तो कोई इशू नहीं है. So you can do on MATLAB, you can do on Scilab, you can do on PSpice is compulsory. You actually in PSpice you will feel the circuit. You make your own circuit and then you will see what will be the output and what will be the input. Okay. So the PSpice is very important and that will be useful because in this month we are going to purchase some VLSI software, and that VLSI software, I don't know, from the Cadence or some other company, ORCAD, and the ORCAD and the PSpice, it's almost a script, or in fact almost the same circuit topology. So if you know this,
Sir,
you can. हाँ पूछो.
MATLAB का सब्सक्रिप्शन नहीं मिल सकेगा?
MATLAB we are going to purchase. हमारा स्कूल परचेज करने जाना only 2 लाइसेंस. ठीक है, एक CSC के लिए और एक ECE के लिए. But that will be useful when the university open, क्योंकि वो एक सर्वर पे, एक कंप्यूटर लैब की सर्वर पे डाल देंगे, एक ECE के सर्वर पर डाल देंगे. So you can do the practice there. But वो तभी यूजफुल होगा जब यूनिवर्सिटी खुलेगा. बट आप सीख सकते हैं MATLAB, मैं मना नहीं कर रहा हूँ. मैंने तो एक्चुअली आई एम जस्ट राइटिंग दीज 3 UC, द Scilab, MATLAB and PSpice. ओके.
Okay, sir.
ठीक है. So there is no restriction. You can do, or you can write your code on MATLAB. You can write code on Scilab and do the circuit analysis on the PSpice. Whatever the circuit I will send you, just run that and do some change in the parameter like input and the carrier. So see what will be the effect. Okay. किसी को कोई क्वेश्चन, किसी को कोई सवाल?
No, sir.
Okay, so this is just introductory class. Actually, I think that the timetable is today is finalized, and after that we will try to take at least one experiment, lab class. In lab class, we just clear the whatever your doubt on the theory, and we will do some experiment also. Okay, so the lab class mainly to clear your doubts if you have any in theory, and we will do some experiment also. Okay. अमन कोई क्वेश्चन तो नहीं है?
नो सर.
विकास, नेगी,
नो सर.
ये कहाँ गया? अरविंद कैर.
सर यही तो है.
अच्छा, चमनप्रीत, चमनप्रीत नहीं है, चले गया शायद. अगर हाँ, प्रेमलता कोई क्वेश्चन तो नहीं? पूछो बच्ची. महर्षि आपको तो नहीं कोई क्वेश्चन, कोई सवाल?
नो सर, ऐसा नहीं.
सूर्या तेजा बूसी, अगर किसी को कोई भी डाउट हो, कोई भी क्वेश्चन हो, प्लीज आस्क. ठीक है. अगर ये सब आप लोग, हाँ पूछो महर्षि.
सर ये लैब का पार्ट आ सकता है मिड सेम में, मतलब कुछ भी ऐसे क्वेश्चन लैब पर भेज जा सकते हैं?
देखो, लैब पार्ट इज ओनली गिविंग द फीलिंग और अंडरस्टैंडिंग, दैट विल डेवलप द अंडरस्टैंडिंग. ये आपका ठीक है. और इसका कुछ ना कुछ वेटेज रखेंगे ना हम लोग जब मार्किंग करेंगे. एक्चुअली कुछ असाइनमेंट है, कुछ क्विज है, कुछ उस तरह का है ना आपका. सो तो एक कुछ 2-3% या 5% का 5 मार्क्स का लैब का रख लेंगे. तो करेंगे तो आप लोग ये एक्सपेरिमेंट भेजेंगे. ठीक है.
थैंक यू.
अच्छा, और किसी बच्चे को? नवरत्न कोई प्रॉब्लम? अभी ज्वाइन किया आपने लास्ट में?
सर उसका माइक खराब है.
अच्छा, कोई बात नहीं, ठीक है. अच्छा, और कोई बच्चा इसमें? समता?
Sir, no doubt, sir. But sir, Mansa is asking me something doubts, sir.
Sorry, ask.
Mansa, she has something doubts, sir. She's not
Who?
able to connect. Mansa, sir.
Mansa? Yeah, please ask. Hello.
Sir,
I have some mic issue, sir. Okay, Mansa. Okay. So you Mansa, you can you can write in chat box. Then I will try to give you the reply. धीरेन्द्र अभी हो? जी आनंद.
Sir, no question, sir. No question.
Oh, good, great. अच्छा, राजेश.
No question, sir.
Where is के राम? के राम है आज? नहीं है आज शायद. Okay. अच्छा, चलेगा. Sai Sudhir, have you any question or doubt, query? Sumit Saurabh.
No, sir.
स्पर्श.
नो सर.
ओके अच्छा, देखो सभी से रिक्वेस्ट है, प्लीज अगर कहीं पे लगता है कि आप लोगों को, तो यू डोंट हेजिटेट, वो क्वेश्चन जरूर पूछ लेना, ठीक है? अभी किसी ने क्वेश्चन लाइक दो चैट बॉक्स में, क्या है? ओके, नहीं है कुछ भी, ठीक है। फिर इसको क्लास को खत्म करते हैं, नेक्स्ट वीक में फिर प्रॉपर